Welcome back, Lions fans, to Gypsum, Kansas, Southeast Saline High School. Coach Weatherman is joining us here. Congratulations on a great win, Coach, here tonight at Southeast Saline Gym.
Thank you. How you guys doing?
Good, especially after that second overtime win of the year.
Yeah. I was thinking to myself as we were going into overtime, we've won our last one, so hopefully that's a good sign.
Yes. Well, the game started out kind of slow for us. We couldn't get things rolling, and Southeast was hot. We fell behind by 7 or 9 points, can't remember what. Then we went on a big run, and nothing we put up could miss. Gosh, in the second quarter we had a 10-point lead all of a sudden.
Yeah, I talked to the girls in the locker room at halftime, actually on the bench there at the end of the first quarter. We didn't have very good practice the last 2 nights, and I thought it carried over into that first quarter. We came out really sluggish. We weren't moving very quickly. We weren't running our offense very crisp. And, I thought it really showed that first quarter, maybe with a little bit of inspiration for me on the bench there, that we finally got things going. And you have to give credit to Ashlyn especially. She hasn't hit a ton of shots for us this year. We know she can, but she's really grasped the role of just being our point guard, and she'll hit a shot here and there. But her shots there in that first half really kept us in the game.
Oh yeah, well, it helped us claw into it. Those 3 trays in the first quarter, that was just quite astounding. And, Coach Sager, I think, did a good thing for them in calling the timeout what he did, because everything was going for us at that point, and that timeout really changed the focus for the Southeast Saline Trojans.
I don't keep track of runs that we have. As far as I know, we went on about a 13-point run before they finally scored there at the end of the first quarter and the start of the second quarter. But I thought one of our biggest factors that was in the first half, that maybe not so in the second half, our bench play really, even though not point-wise wasn't huge, our bench play really stepped up and did some great things in the first half, and we needed them to.
Yeah, and they did. And for whatever reason tonight, I don't know what's in the air, but kids were coming off the court and they were gassed. I mean, Allie came off once and she was really, just out of breath, and JC came off the bench and was really out of breath. I thought Victoria, when we got her in there, she got a loose ball, made the shot from the free throw line. That was a big spark off the bench there, like you're talking about. And you don't have to score points to be a contributor. No. And those girls did a nice job of coming in and keeping us, keeping us where we were at, when some of those other girls came out of the game.
Well, you mentioned Victoria Allison. I was going to bring it up. She had a loose ball at half court that she tipped back into the hands of, I believe, off of Allie Steinbrock, which went to Ashlyn Macy. Ashlyn Macy took it down the floor to Bailey Walker, and Bailey finished it. But it was all started by some hustle by Victoria Allison.
Yeah, and, like I said, it was a really nice play by Victoria, and then she gets the shot from the free throw, and I don't know, she's probably not averaging a point a game, but anything you can get from some of those kids off the bench like that is very important in a win like tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. The other thing, we talked about the production point-wise by Ashlyn. Ashlyn has always done a great job. Thank you, Jay. Has done a great job of controlling the ball, but she did a great job of shooting the ball. The other thing I noticed, Dale and I talked a little bit about this. I was not at the game on Tuesday night, but J.C. Crossan is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Dale had mentioned it, but the fact of the rebounds, and I don't keep track of stats on the rebounding side, but she had to have in double digits with rebounds, because she pulled down some huge rebounds.
In the last over at Sacred Heart last Friday night, she had 12 and she had 9 on Tuesday night. And you're right, she's just been a rebounding machine here lately. Anything that comes off that backboard, and that's been a little bit of our weakness all year. So it's kind of nice that that's coming around. That we have somebody stepping up in that department and helping us out there.
Now, the other thing I was going to mention, I don't know if what your game plan coming into this was. One of the things that I noticed was holding Wells and White to 8 points combined. I think they had 29 in the first matchup. That's huge to hold those two, both very good ball players in Wells and White, a sophomore and senior.
Probably both all league players. I mean, honestly, to 8 points there, and both of them had tremendous games against us the first time, especially McKenna and. The Mortimer girl had a really good night tonight. we weren't quite expecting that. And then the Cleveland girl, who only had 5 against us the first time, had a pretty nice night tonight. But when you have 2 exceptional players like the other 2, you got to give up a little bit too. And kids those 2 kids made some plays for them.
And I'm sure they weren't expecting Macy.
No, I'm sure the first couple of the times that Ashland shot the ball, they were probably told to let her, had those looks, and she hit them. And boy, I tell you what, when she got on fire, she wasn't even hesitating.
Oh yeah,
I
was just telling Scott before she shot her first 3. I said, look at them, they're just sitting, laying back in a 2-3 zone, just daring us to shoot.
Yep.
And then boom, there they were. They started falling through, and man, that really set them on their heels.
Ashland did a tremendous, this summer. Ashland's probably spent more time in the gym shooting than any kid we had, and her shot was really, she did a nice job all summer, and it was coming around, and she's had a little bit of a hard time getting going this basketball season. But if she can, start putting a couple baskets in here and there like that, it makes us a tougher team because it forces the defense out a little bit further away so we can get the ball inside, and it gives us somebody else that they have to come out and guard.
But to your defense, or to her defense as well, at a point guard position, there are so many things that she contributes as well.
Yeah,
and I know you know that, but
she's probably going to go down in the history of Minneapolis girls basketball as the all-time assist leader. I mean, the girl's a tremendous passer, and
I think it was in overtime. I questioned the pass down low to Allie Steinbrock. It wasn't overtime. She made a pass down to Allie Steinbrock, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, why are you throwing that? And somehow Allie comes up with it and puts it in. So.
You weren't the only one questioning it, because I just got done yelling, be patient, and it was a good pass. Allie was there, and Allie was able to finish it. But yeah, I had just gotten done yelling, be patient from the bench. I kind of had to get a chuckle out of that. It's not always best to listen to the coach, I guess.
Well, Coach, congratulations on a great victory tonight. I was very impressed with the girls. I was very impressed. We played 3 solid quarters in Minneapolis against them the first time. We did not in the fourth quarter the last time we played them. I felt like we played 4 solid quarters and an overtime tonight.
When they took the lead in the fourth quarter, I thought, oh boy, here we go again. And maybe it was meant to be this way, that we gave the lead up and we were put back in that position to see how we handled it. And we handled it differently this time when we got ourselves to overtime, and then we were able to finish this time. So, a little bit of redemption there, and kind of self-satisfaction in, being able to finish it off against the same team that you gave it up against last time. So.
Well, this is a great game to set the tempo and the psyche to get ready for the Republic County girls invading Minneapolis next Tuesday. What are you going to do to beat them, Coach?
Well, they're a tough team. They're a tough team for us to, match up against. And I'll be honest, I thought we did a good job defensively on them last time. You only held them 40 points, but our offense wasn't very good.
Yeah.
We've gotten beat by, we've won a 4-game losing streak with Republic County. And I'll guarantee you the girls will hear that about 100 times before we get on the court on Tuesday. And, we're fully capable of beating them. We went on the road up there and had an opportunity, last-second shot to win the game last year. And they're a beatable basketball team, but they're a physical basketball team. And we're going to have to come out and play a little bit different style of basketball than what maybe we're used to, but we'll have to be a little bit more physical.
Well, one thing I think we have going for us, again, is the late emergence here of J.C. Crossan being much more effective in the low post. And up there, that was her first game back, and she was very tentative, still probably nursing a sore leg quite a bit.
It was, and I also that, and I think we're playing better basketball than we were. We were 5-0 at Christmas, and we don't want to take anything away from being 5-0, but we hadn't played the tough part of our schedule. Now we've played through some of the tougher games, and I think we're a better basketball team than we were. So, our seniors are down, especially are down to their last 2 home games, and they're both next week. And I know they'd like to finish their career off with 2 wins there at home.
Secure another home game in sub-state quarterfinals.
And that's very crucial. I mean, every game now is very important to what's going to happen in that first round of sub-state.
Well, again, congratulations, and we look forward to seeing what happens Tuesday night.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Well, with that, we'll get ready for the boys' game here. And got about 4 minutes and 50 seconds left before the boys' game gets started. Lions are coming off a 2-game losing streak. Games that both were very winnable, and they let them both get away. So, and we're facing a team coming off a big victory. Southeast Saline beating Beloit by 14 up in Beloit last Tuesday night. The Southeast boys are 7-8 overall, 2-6 in the league with a 6th place status. Minneapolis is 11-5 overall, 4-4 in the league with the 5th place status. Again, Beloit scored 28 points in the 4th quarter last Tuesday. Southeast scored 28 points in the 4th quarter last Tuesday at Beloit to win that game by some hot shooting from the outside. While Minneapolis was losing to Ellsworth on the last second free throws, 47-46. Last time we played them in the gym in Minneapolis, Minneapolis won in overtime by 4, 56-52. So this ought to be quite a close game. I hope the Lions can score and score well throughout the game. That'll be crucial. This is the 81st game in the series. Minneapolis leads it 48-32. We've won the last 7 in a row over the Trojans.
Hey, I want to say special thanks to Kenny Hendricks and Century Scorebooks for the use of the scorebooks all year and throughout the years. Kenny Hendricks, Century Scorebooks, and you can reach Kenny Hendricks at his phone number, and I'll give that to you in just a second. I got to look at my book at 785-392-0058. That's Kenny Hendricks and Century Scorebooks. Thank you, Kenny, for the use of the scorebooks this year. Minneapolis and Southeast of Saline about 2:40 away from the start of this ball game, Dale, and that's, as you said, this one's another very important one. It was on the girls' side, it is on the boys' side as well.
It's just, you know, every season at the end, the games get important, but we've had some games slip away, and we've got to make up some ground. We were fortunate when we lost the last game to Ellsworth that Southeast went to Beloit and won up there. Stutterheim was their big scorer up in Beloit, hit 3 trays in the 4th quarter, I think. I don't know his number here. We'll find out. Stutterheim, number 10, a 5'9" sophomore. He was hit 3 trays, and we hope that they aren't real hot from the outside tonight. That would be very helpful.
You can put that back up here. I'm fine. I can stand back on the side here. So.
But again, the Lions need to learn how to score throughout the game here, because we've won 2 games in a row, lost 2 games in a row in the second half by being outscored after we had leads going into halftime.
Yeah, that's something the boys have got to recover from. They've got to learn from, and I think you're going to see some of that tonight as the boys will try to fight back into this tonight.
Down to 109 here before the tip. We'll have the introductions in just a minute. Southeast of Saline Trojans hosting your Minneapolis Lions.
The Southeast of Saline Trojans in their home white, Minneapolis in their traveling red. You know what's interesting, it's a pretty close league. If we're sitting at 5th and they're sitting at 4th, or no, we're sitting at...
They're 6th, we're 5th.
Wow, that's pretty tight league right now with Minneapolis and Southeast being 5th and 6th in the league. You know that Republic County is probably sitting number one, so.
Undefeated in the league, I believe.
Minneapolis will have their starting lineup here in just a second, as well as Southeast of Saline. As I said earlier, Minneapolis in their traveling red, Southeast in their home white, and we will have the starting lineups here in just a second. Southeast of Saline looking for another league victory. They had a big one the other night against Beloit, and we will have the national anthem. Welcome back to Southeast Saline High School as we get ready for tonight's matchup. For Minneapolis, number 2, a 5'10" freshman, Josh Macy.
10 of 11 free throws last Tuesday night.
For Southeast Saline, a 5'9" sophomore, Ben Stutterheim. For Minneapolis, number 3, a 6'2" senior, Andrew Yoxel. For Southeast Saline, number 15, number 12, John Balthazar, a 5'10" senior. For Minneapolis, number 5, 5'9" senior, John Michael Darrow. And for Southeast Saline, number 20, 6'4" senior, Michael Swanson. And he's pretty good size down low to handle. For Minneapolis, number 30, a 6'1" sophomore, Alex Yoxel. And for Southeast Saline, number 21, 6'1" senior, Nathan Peterson. And for Minneapolis, number 32, 6'4" senior, Zach Allison. And for Southeast Saline, number 23, 6'1" senior, Mark Rosner. So Minneapolis coming off a difficult loss, Southeast Saline coming off of a big win. We'll see how both teams react. Minneapolis trying to recover to get back in, not only for league-wise, but also for sub-state wise, and that's where it really matters right now down the line.
Height-wise, the teams pretty much are a good matchup against one another. Both start at 6'4", several 6'1", 6'2" players.
Had a close one last time when we played them. And you know Southeast Saline is capable of doing about anything, proving it the other night against Beloit. Zach Allison getting ready to tip. Will jump against Swanson. Tip is up and it'll go to Southeast Saline with the ball. Back on the outside goes to Peterson. Peterson back to the top of the key, gets it over to Rosner. Rosner back over to Peterson at the top of the key. He'll drive, kicks it back out to Rosner. Rosner with the ball, back over to Balthazar. Balthazar swing past the top of the key to Swanson. Swanson back over to Stutterheim. Stutterheim with the ball back over to Rosner. Southeast with taking some time with this as they move the ball very well. Shot in the lane by Peterson, up no good. Rebounded by Alex Yoxel. Ball goes the other direction. Down low to Zach Allison. Up and good. Nice job, Zach Allison. That is great presence down low. Great pass by J-Mike as Minneapolis gets the first points of the night. Zach Allison was tight defense on the outside. Gets it back over to Peterson. Peterson back over to Stutterheim. Stutterheim will drive the right-hand side. Back over to Balthazar. Back over to Stutterheim. Stutterheim drives. Picks up his dribble. Gets it back over on the outside to Peterson. Swing pass back to top. Back over to Balthazar, back to Stutterheim as they work it around once again. Peterson guarded by Andrew Yoxel. Balthazar back over to Swanson. Swanson looks for a cutter. They get it back to Peterson. Peterson will drive. And Zach Allison with the steal back to Josh Macy.
Nice collapse there on the defense.
Josh can't get it, and it'll be off of Minneapolis. It'll go back to Southeast. Josh Macy takes it right in, just couldn't get it off the glass to go. Southeast to Saline will have it coming the other direction. Stutterheim guarded by Darrow. Back over to Swanson with the ball. Rosner. Back over to Peterson. Peterson swing pass back over to the outside to Swanson. Swanson back to Rosner. Rosner back over to Stutterheim. Southeast to Saline working the ball. Very patient on the offensive side as they work the ball around. Stutterheim with the ball. 2-0 here early in the first quarter. Good hands by Alex Yoxel with the near steal. Back over to Peterson. Back over to Swanson. Swanson will drive. Puts a shot up in the lane. No good. Rebounded by Alex Yoxel. Gets it back to Josh Mason.
Probably not a real good shot.
Andrew Yoxel down low. Zach Allison. And we got a foul down low as they work it down low to Zach in the low block. Rosner with his personal fouls, first team foul. J-Mike to inbounds for the Lions. Gets it into Andrew Yoxel. Back to J-Mike. Down low to Alex Yoxel. Oh, nice job by Alex Yoxel. Great move down low and the great finish by the sophomore. 4-0 Lions to the lead. Ball goes back to Peterson. Peterson back to Swanson. Swanson back to the outside to Rosner. Balthazar at the top on the right-hand side. Gets it back to Peterson at the top of the key. Peterson looks for a cutter, has nothing, goes back to Stutterheim. Shot up and good by Stutterheim, the sophomore. And he's not a bad-looking sophomore as well. Shoots the ball very well for the Trojans. J-Mike with the ball on the outside as he'll drive. Gets it back. Some fighting down low, gets it back to Zach Allison. Zach with the shot in the lane, no good. Gets his own rebound. He can't get it. He puts it up and good. Nice job, Zach Allison. Wow. Zach Allison with some big rebound down low and puts it in, and that was huge.
Boy, he fought through that.
He did. Andrew Yoxel was in there fighting for the rebound as well, but Zach Allison comes away with it, and he gets the bucket and one. And that will be 2 fouls on Rosner. Checking in will be junior 6'3" Sam Koch.
Andrew, get out of the way for the big fella.
Shot is up, and it's off the mark, but he gets his own rebound again, and they call the jump ball. Great job, Zach Allison. Zach with some huge rebound right there. We get the tie-up. It stays with the Lions. J-Mike with the ball. Gets it into Alex Yoxel. Shot up, and it's off the mark. It'll be off Minneapolis. So
Andrew Yoxel just stepped right away.
Both Andrew and Zach going for it, and it'll go off the lines. It'll go back to the Trojans. 6-2 Lions in the lead. Stutterheim with the ball back to Peterson. Back over to the top of the key. And Alex Yoxel is going to be whistled with the foul down low, as Alex was trying to get position on Koch, and they call it on Alex.
Alex Johnson comes in for Alex Johnson.
Ball goes into the hands of Swanson, back to Stutterheim. Stutterheim on the right-hand side. Stutterheim drives, gets it back, nearly stolen. Ball goes back the other direction. Oh, great pass down low to Peterson. Peterson finishes down low.
That's 2 scores by Southeast where we've gone for a steal, and they recuperate, catch the open player.
On the backside. Macy with the ball, back to J-Mike. Look down low to Johnson, back over to Macy. Macy looks down low to Zach Allison. Ball goes down.
Beat the big fella.
And there's another foul, this one on Koch. And Zach Allison, they're just working down low, and they get another foul, this one on Sam Koch, his first. J-Mike gets it into Alex Johnson. Back over to J-Mike. Back to Andrew Yoxel. And he's going to travel with it, yep. A little
working
questionable, but
6'4" defender, and took an extra step trying to gain a position advantage.
Stutterheim will bring it down for the Trojans. Gets it back to Peterson. 6-4 Lions with the early lead. 3:31 left to go in the first. Stutterheim a deep three, and he drains it. Southeast of Saline gets their first lead, 7-6, as Stutterheim's got 5. Other 7 points. And they've got Peterson on. They've got a taller Peterson on Darrow. So as they're going to work that pretty tight. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Rosner. Balthazar. Peterson's cross-court pass to Swanson down low, and the backside steal. Gets it back to Southeast. Minneapolis had a chance right there. Peterson and the rebound by Macy after Peterson misses the layup. Back to Alex Johnson. 2:37 left to go in the first quarter. Southeast of Saline with the lead, 7-6. Ball goes back to Zach Allison, back to Macy. Ball down low to Andrew Yoxel. Back to Darrow. Like I said, they've got a bigger player on Darrow tonight. As get a little wingspan so they can't get the outside three. Ball goes to Alex Johnson. Back to Andrew Yoxel. Josh Macy will set it up. Five second, yeah.
Stutterheim applying good pressure to Macy there.
John Kelly checks in
Zach.
for Zach and
Alex in for Andrew.
Yeah, Josh didn't even see him with the count. And wow. Shot down low by Swanson, gets it 9-6, Southeast of Saline with the lead. Macy with the ball, gets it back to Alex Johnson. Back to Kelly. Kelly gets it over to Macy. Down low to Alex Yoxel. And a steal right there, back the other direction by Balthazar. And oh, come on. Wow.
Coast to coast for Balthazar. And he gets the foul and the two.
Wow.
11-6, 1:22 to go in the quarter.
They are on an 11-0 run. We had the 6-0 lead, and they are on an 11-0 run right here. So Andrew Yoxel will check back in. Josh Macy will come out as Andrew Yoxel comes in. On the floor for the Lions is Kelly, Andrew, and Alex Yoxel. Alex Johnson, as well as J. Mike, and Balthazar makes the free throw for the and one. Andrew Yoxel on the outside. Gets it back to his brother. Shot in the lane, up and good. Nice job. Alex takes it right into the inside and finishes at 12-8. Lions trail by 4. Balthazar on the outside. Swing pass back over to Peterson. Back over to Stutterheim. Stutterheim. 3-second violation by the Trojans as they check in number 35, Kendall Peterson. 6'2" sophomore checks in for the Trojans. J. Mike with the ball on the outside. Gets it back to Andrew, back to Johnson. Back to Yoxel, shot up, no good. Rebounded by Koch. Koch will bring it back, gets it to Peterson, back the other direction to Balthazar, back to Stutterheim. 31 seconds left. Southeast content to work the clock here at the end. Guarded by, there should be 5. He wisely gets rid of it though. Peterson with the ball, 21 seconds left. Peterson guarded by Alex Johnson. So Johnson guarding Peterson tight, 9 seconds left. Peterson drives, Gets it back to Stutterheim. And no good, rebounded by J. Mike, and that ends the first quarter. We trail 12-8.
Very good defense by the Lions there in that last 30 seconds to deny the easy access to the basket by the Trojans.
We will take a quick break. You're listening to SalinePost.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 2. We'll be back after this word from our sponsors.
Eagle Communications, home of ECTV, high-speed internet, 910 KINA, and 99 KG Country, is a proud sponsor of tonight's hometown coverage of Lions sports. Listen to the Lions sports on SalinePost.com.
Bennett Autoplex supports the Minneapolis Lions. At Bennett Autoplex, you'll find a small-town family atmosphere with great prices on new and used cars. New vehicles, including Buick and GMC trucks and SUVs, serving their customers since 1957. Bennett Autoplex, Salina.
If you're searching for the right insurance to fit your needs, look no further. American Family Insurance has been providing security and peace of mind for more than 80 years because they want to protect what matters most. Call Scott Osherman in Minneapolis, your American Family Insurance agent.
Welcome back to Southeast Saline High School. Minneapolis Lady Lions and the Southeast Saline Trojans. On the floor for the Lions is their starting lineup. Back for the Lions as we trail by 4, 12-8 as we get ready to start the second quarter. Southeast Saline has the ball. Peterson will get it into Stutterheim. Stutterheim is guarded by Darrow as he drives, gets it back on the outside to Balthazar. Balthazar back to Peterson. Peterson swing pass over to Stutterheim. He's guarded by Darrow, back to Balthazar. Back to Peterson. Peterson looks at, and that's going to be off of, well, you got to be kidding me. Well, I'm not sure how they got that in, but he did. But it goes back to Minneapolis. Macy with the ball. Down low to Alex Yoxel. Shot up and no good. Rebounded by Koch for the Trojans. Trying to work it down a low block, and we just couldn't get that one to fall. And the steal, near steal, and it is stolen. And it should have been a walk, but it's no call. Turnover goes back to the Lions. Macy with the ball. Ball goes back to J. Mike, back down low to Zach Allison. Zach in the lane, up and good, and he gets it. Nice job, Zach Allison, playing with some authority tonight. Zach gets a big bucket in the lane, swings right in and finishes strong. Nice job, Zach Allison.
Zach Allison was a big part of the Lions. They went out 6-0, and he got tired and had to go to the bench, and that's when they started making their run on us. There he opens up the second quarter. Another great push to the basket.
Zach at the line to try to get the N1. Shot is up and it's off the mark. Rebounded by Swanson. Swanson gets it back to Stutterheim. Stutterheim's guarded by Johnson as J. Mike gets a breather. Peterson with the ball. Swing pass over to Balthazar. Balthazar, Minneapolis trails 12-10. Stutterheim drives. Quick shot up, no good. Rebounded by Josh Macy. Macy will bring it back, gets it back to Alex Johnson.
Zach got tied up with the defender there, and he couldn't quite get separation to try to reach that ball that Alex fed him.
Turnover, we'll go back to the Trojans. Stutterheim with the ball. Back to Peterson. Back over to Swanson. Swanson with the ball, back to Balthazar, back to Peterson. He'll take the three. It's short, and it'll be off of Southeast. It'll go back to Minneapolis. Nice job by Andrew. I thought it was off us for a second. Andrew had presence of mind to let that one go. Nice job by the Lions.
Andrew knew better.
Josh Macy will bring it down. We trail 12-10, 6:06 left to go here in the first half. Andrew Yoxel with the ball, back over to Macy. Macy back to Alex Johnson, back to Andrew Yoxel. Hopped with it. And that's the second time he's been called for that. Just get a little hop right there. Southeast Saline will bring it back. Stutterheim with the ball. Back over to Peterson. Gets it back to his brother, And that's going to be a turnover the other direction. Nice job by Minneapolis. And J. Mike will check in for Macy.
That was just one of those oopses on Southeast there.
J. Mike with the ball as he'll roll the right-hand side to set this one up. Shot up and good. Gets it, but it's only 2, but it's a nice opening shot by J. Mike. He gets his first points of the night, tied up at 12. Peterson with the ball, guarded by Andrew Yoxel, back to Balthazar. Balthazar guarded tightly there by Johnson. Ball dropped down low. Back to Nathan Peterson. Shot up and good. Not Nathan, Kendall Peterson as he gets the bucket. Darrow back to Johnson. Johnson down low to Alex Yoxel. Spins in the lane and he'll get fouled and he will go to the line. Nice job, Alex Yoxel, as he drives him down low in the paint and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. 15 foul by Southeast. Kendall Peterson, I believe, with the foul. Yes, it was. Shot is up and good by the sophomore, Alex Yoxel. 14-13, 4:54 left to go here in the first half. Lions trail by 1. Kelly getting ready to check in for the Lions. Second shot is up and it's hard off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Balthazar. Go back the other direction. Stutterheim with the ball. Gets it backward to Balthazar. Back down low to Kendall Peterson. Back to Swanson. Shot up and good as he gets a little shot. Nice little touch there by Swanson as he finishes with a good shot right there. 16.
Yeah, 16-13 Trojans.
J. Mike with the ball on the outside. He'll drive. Back to Andrew Yoxel. Back to Johnson. Johnson down low to Alex Yoxel. Another spin move in the lane. Nice job, Alex Yoxel, with another nice move in the lane. Minneapolis getting some great post play tonight by Alex Yoxel as well as Zach Allison. Stutterheim for 3 off the mark, and
Allison called for the clear out.
Zach going to pick up his first personal foul, and checking in is Kelly. Will check in for Zach Allison. Nice job by Zach. He's doing a great job tonight for the Lions.
Third team foul on the Lions, compared to 5 for the Trojans.
Ball goes into Stutterheim. He'll drive. Nice job by Kelly to get a hand on that one. And he travels with it. Peterson on the outside. Minneapolis will have it 16-15. We trail by 1, 3:55 left to go in the first half. J. Mike to set it up for the Lions. Gets it back to Andrew Yoxel. Andrew's still looking for his first points of the night. Gets it back to his brother. Back to Johnson. Back over to J. Mike. Good defense there by Southeast. Gets it back to Kelly. Back to Darrow for 3. And it's off the mark, but Andrew Yoxel almost tipped it in. Swanson comes away with the rebound after the miss. Balthazar for 3. And it's over the backboard. Minneapolis basketball. I can't even talk here. You need to jump in and save me here. Jump in anytime, Ethan.
All right.
Right now we have Darrow, Johnson, Kelly, Macy, and Andrew Yoxel on the floor.
Macy gets it to Andrew. Andrew back to Johnson. Gets it over to Macy down low. Gets it down low to Kelly. Backward to Macy. Backward to Johnson. Down low to Andrew. Andrew takes it in, and he can't get it. And Swanson comes away with the other direction. Kendall Peterson back to Nathan Peterson. Backward to Stutterheim. Stutterheim's so quick with the dribble. He doesn't stutter at all, does he?
Not on the feet there.
Stutterheim on the outside. Back to Peterson. Gets it back to his brother. I'm assuming. It may be cousins. I don't know about that. Nathan Peterson shot up and good as he hits one from about 20 feet.
They worked the ball well. Got the open player. A nice 10-foot look.
Macy with the ball.
3-point lead again for the Trojans. 18-15.
Backward to Johnson. Johnson on the outside. Back to drive, and that'll be a foul right there on number 23, and that is Rosner. I think that's just his third. Wow. That's a big one right there.
6th team foul on the Trojans.
Alex Yoxel checks in for Andrew.
2:04 remaining in the half. It's 18-15 Southeast.
Alex Yoxel with the ball. Shot up and good by Alex Yoxel. Another big bucket down the low block.
He gets the roll.
He gets the roll in there. I believe he's got 9. Yes, he does. Back to Peterson. Peterson will drive, and he's going to get fouled. So.
Reach-in foul on Darrow, I think.
No, Johnson.
Johnson, 4th team foul.
Peterson will inbounds it for the Trojans. Gets it into Swanson. Swanson guarded by Kelly. Back out to Stutterheim. Back to Balthazar. Back to Peterson. Back to Swanson. Gets it down low, and that'll be off of Southeast. Turnover back to the Lions. 18-17, minute 35 left to go. Lions had the ball, trailing by 1. So Coach Shute calls a 30-second timeout. So we will go ahead and take one with them. 18-17, Southeast leads by 1. You're listening to SalinaPost.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 2 Minneapolis. We'll be back after this word from our sponsors.
Lost the iPod here. Here we go.
Here's Artie Shaw's unique arrangement of his own.
We'll go ahead and keep it here.
I'm out of power.
So I guess we will be.
Well, we'll dig the ads out at halftime.
Welcome back to Southeast. Alex Yoxel inbounds it to Josh Macy. Set it up for the Lions. Minute 25 left in the first half. Andrew Yoxel on the outside. Back to Alex Yoxel. Back to Macy. Macy back down low to Andrew.
Could have been a foul.
Andrew down low. Still can't get it. Kelly is going to get hammered, though. Nice job. It could have been a foul. Andrew could have gotten a charge right there.
Well, he got fouled before that. There was no call. You're right. He probably could have got a foul on the charge, too.
Yeah. Kelly will be at the line to shoot a 1-on-1.
Yes, 1-on-1. 7th team foul.
Off the mark, rebounded by Peterson. Back over to the other Peterson. Back to Balthazar. Guard on the outside by Macy. Back to Peterson. Looks down low. Oh, nice job by Alex Yoxel with the steal. Alex with a great job right there. 57 seconds left in the half. Minneapolis going to set this up for run some clock here. Macy gets it back to Darrow. Darrow back to Andrew Yoxel. Back to Alex Yoxel. Back to Macy. 37 seconds left. Back to Andrew Yoxel. Andrew on the outside. He'll pull it back out. Andrew will set this up. 19 seconds left. They will let it run down to about 11 seconds. They'll give it back to Josh Macy to set the play. Stutterheim, great defensive player, gets it. Oh, and the steal by Peterson goes back the other direction. And they miss it, and they get the shot off, but it's not enough. Minneapolis dodges a bullet right there.
And I was very glad we didn't get a foul on that layup attempt by Macy.
Yep. Dodge one right there. We trail at the half, 18-17. Minneapolis we come back and win the quarter right there, but it was a tight one as we still trail by 1 at the half, 18-17. We'll take a break. You're listening to SalinePost.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 2.
We'll leave you with the sounds of halftime. We'll be right back with some of the ads.
The Saline Trojans as well as Minneapolis Lions.
Yeah, I do. Thank you.
Southeast. Yep, go ahead and run through Southeast first.
All right. For Southeast, Schutterheim scored 5 points, and his number is 10. For number 12, Balthazar, he scored 3 points in the first half. For number 20, Swatson scored 4 points in the second half. For 21, Peterson scored 4 points in the second half, first half, excuse me. 35, Peterson scored 2 in the first half. Kendall Peterson. And we move on to our Minneapolis Lions. We got 9 points in the first half by Alex Yoxel. 2 points in the first half by number 5, John Darrow. And 32, Zach Allison scored 6 points in the first half.
But you know, that's pretty exciting. 9 and 6, 15 points out of our 17 come in our post play by Alex Yoxel and Zach Allison.
Yep.
And Zach started out really strong in the low post, and then Alex finished strong. We haven't been able to get anything from the outside other than one outside shot by J. Mike. And Andrew Yoxel has had a cold night to start with, but Alex and Zach doing really well in that low block.
Yes, they are. And Alex has got that little move where he twists around the person and just goes right up, and he almost nails it almost every time.
Yeah.
Just a couple times he missed there.
Both Andrew and Alex have a great presence of mind of where they're at and where the basket's at.
Oh, yeah.
And they do a great job of spinning in. I'll tell you, Zach Allison had a just monstrous first half, muscling down low, and I think coaches had saw something maybe on film or something against these guys, and they really tried to work it down the low block.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Minneapolis trails by 1, 18-17. We're about 5 minutes away from the start of the second half. Minneapolis boys are out already to start warming up. You know, Dale, coming into the second half, that by having some low block play, that might free up some things, because you know that they're probably focused on a little bit, Southeast did, at the half on that. That might free us up a little bit on the outside.
I hope so. We're going to have to continue to have that point production on the inside, but if we're going to win this game, we're going to have to hit some outside shots. Not necessarily three-pointers, but we're going to have something freeing up the pressure on the inside, or they're just going to capsize on us and make it all that much more difficult. We can't make it a one-sided game on our part there. It's great to see Zach, though, being strong there tonight, and Alex, he's been making strong moves these last several games to the post. He hasn't been real successful, to be quite honest, but he's getting better at it, and he's got the roll a few times tonight. If he keeps doing that before he gets out of high school, he could be real deadly in the low post for the Lions.
You know, I think 6'1" is what Alex is at, and that is so true from the standpoint, 6'1", and that will only make him that much stronger. Interesting. I think I don't know if we have anybody with 2 fouls. I know that no, we don't. Yeah, Rosner, I believe, for Southeast has 3, and they have another player with 2, and that's Sam Koch. Both of them, they're post players. Both of them, Rosner and Koch, both in their post players, and we've really done a pretty good job of taking it right to them. So, Dale, I'll let you run through some more ads, and I know you're dying to talk, so we'll give it back to you.
Me? Dying to talk?
Well, Minneapolis has ready. You know, one of the things I forgot to mention, Josh Mesker getting to suit up for varsity tonight.
Yeah, he did that last Tuesday.
Oh, did he?
First time.
Yeah, that's exciting. I'm excited for Josh.
Yep.
He 4-year player on this. I'm pretty sure he's played all 4 years, and gets to be on the bench for the Lions. Nice job by Josh. I appreciate that.
Yeah, we're replacing Skylar Reebok.
Skylar. Yeah, I haven't. Skylar, I see Skylar sitting down there, but.
I thought he did very well in games he did play. I think he's very quick.
Yep. Andrew Yoxel gets it in to Josh Macy to start the second half. Macy will bring it around, set it up for the Lions. Gets it back to J. Mike, back to Andrew at the top of the key, back to Macy. Get it down low to Zach Allison. Zach Allison can't get it, muscles it up, and rebounded by Macy with the rebound. Nice job by Josh Macy to chase that one down.
That shot was almost there, just a little slight front rim.
Andrew Yoxel in the paint, gets it to fall.
Got the bounce.
That's the bounce we needed. We needed that from Andrew to start this second half.
First points of the game.
19-18, Lions with the lead. Back on the outside, Swanson shot up and good as he has a nice little touch from about 20 feet. Swanson with the bucket, number 20.
Yep.
Ball goes back to Andrew Yoxel. Andrew drives. Back to Macy, back to J. Mike. High screen set by Zach Allison. Back to Andrew. From the free throw line, up and no good. Rebounded by Stutterheim. Stutterheim gets it back to Peterson. Peterson will drive, pulls it back out, gets it back to Balthazar, back to Stutterheim. Stutterheim looks down low, gets it back on the outside to Balthazar. Drop it down low, and they're getting a foul on Alex Yoxel, I believe.
Yes. Had an arm in there.
Had to come backside. He maybe get some help down there, and he gets whistled with the foul. Ball goes into Koch. Back to Swanson. He's been the hot hand. Should have been over the back by Koch. No call. Rebounded by Macy. Comes back the other direction. J. Mike on the outside. Zach Allison works for position and stolen by Peterson. And it'll come back the other direction. Koch back to Peterson. Ball goes back on the outside. Swing pass over to Stutterheim for three. Looks good, and it is. Darn it. Stutterheim hits a big three right there. And ball comes back to the Lions.
Extend their lead to 4 points, 23-19.
J. Mike in the lane. Can't get the fall, and that's going to be a foul on Koch. And that will be his third personal foul. So Kendall Peterson will check back in for him. J. Mike inbounds. Gets it into Alex Yoxel. Alex will drive. And he can't get it, but he comes away with it, and a jump ball.
No, and he bonked his head on the floor here. That's 2 years in a row. He's clobbered that delicate head here at Southeast Saline. He's over it.
Alex Johnson checks in. That's a wise choice.
Did anybody foul there?
No.
No, they called a jump ball.
Possession arrow to the Trojans.
23-19, Southeast Saline with a 4-point lead. Stutterheim with the ball, gets it back to Balthazar, back to Peterson, back to Stutterheim. Stutterheim guarded tightly there, back to Kendall Peterson, shot up, no good, rebounded by J. Mike. J. Mike brings it back the other direction. Run the free throw line, shot up and good. Nice job by J. Mike. Runs the court and puts it in from the free throw line. Back to a 2-point ball game, 23-21. Peterson on the outside for the Trojans. Back to Swanson, back over to Stutterheim. Stutterheim guarded tightly there by J. Mike. Back to Peterson. Back to Stutterheim. Another three, and this one's good as well. Wow.
2 in a row.
From about the same spot as he hits 2 big threes. Is that his third of the night or just second?
Third, I think.
Third.
Third, yeah.
And then he had a 2-pointer. 2-pointer.
Alex Johnson, not the.
Almost the same pick off the head not too long ago.
Yeah. Peterson off the mark, rebounded by Balthazar, and
count it.
Zach Allison's second personal foul. Alex Johnson will come out. Balthazar for the and one here. Try to put him up by 8, and it's not good, no good, so, but they do have the 7-point lead, 28-21. Macy back to Andrew Yoxel. Andrew looks for the high screen. Gets it down low to Zach Allison.
Yep.
Oh, thank you, Zach. Thought it was going to roll out. Zach does get it to fall, though. He was so wide open, I don't think he knew what to do. He puts it in with his left hand. Nice job, Zach Allison. Ball goes back over to Swanson. Shot up and no good. Rebounded by J. Mike. And he'll come back the other direction. Guarded by Stutterheim. Back to Josh Macy for 3. Short, and rebounded by Stutterheim. Stutterheim will drive. Oh, Zach's going to pick up a foul. Yep. It's going to be 3 on Zach.
3.
Kelly getting ready to check in.
Third team foul, third personal.
John Kelly checks in. You know, Kelly has had some good ball games, and, you know, I think he would have some shot down here with the low post. Oh, wow. Swanson is on
that
fire.
15-foot range.
He has been on fire so far here tonight. Andrew Yoxel on the outside. 7-point lead for the Trojans. Andrew Yoxel with the ball at the top.
5-second call.
Turnover will go back to the Trojans as they call the 5-second violation on Andrew Yoxel.
30-23 in favor of the Trojans. 3:23 to go in the quarter.
Balthazar back to Peterson. Peterson back to Balthazar. Looks down low. Gets it to Stutterheim. Stutterheim. They're going to call a foul on J. Mike. And that'll be, I think, his second. First personal on J. Mike.
Team foul. Trojans only with 1.
Peterson gets it into, that's a head fake walk, and that's a turnover. So Macy will bring it down for the Lions. 7-point lead for Southeast. Macy to set it up for the Lions. Gets it to Andrew Yoxel. Back to Alex. Back to Macy. Down low to Andrew Yoxel. Spin lane, shot up, no good. Andrew just been a little short tonight. Hasn't been able to get it to fall. Usually deadly from down low. He's not playing with 104 fever, is he?
I hope not.
Been a lot of that going around.
Balthazar down low, great pass, and there's a wise foul down low. That was a smart foul by Andrew. Didn't let him get the shot.
Except that gives us 5 fouls to 1 for the Trojans.
At the line will be number 23, Rosner, for the Trojans. Shot is up and it's off the mark. Checking in will be Swanson as he'll check in for Kendall Peterson. Alex Johnson checks in for Alex Yoxel. Second shot is up and it's good as he makes the second one. Macy will bring it down for the Lions. 31-23, Minneapolis has not come out very strong here in the third quarter. And Southeast Saline has. Macy back to Alex Johnson, back to Andrew Yoxel. Andrew looks down low to Macy. Macy shot up and he can't get it. Catch the ball, can't quite hold on to it as Alex Johnson lets it slip out of his hands. Alex had a nice shot at the backside rebound, just couldn't quite get it.
Timeout.
No, technical. Called a technical on shoot for what?
Referee must not like something was said, I guess.
You got to be kidding me. What?
The referee was 10 to 15 feet away from Coach Shute.
Swanson hits the first one. Makes the second one. That's pathetic. Official was a good 15 feet away, and so.
But it's 33-23 now, 10-point advantage for the Trojans, and they have the ball. They had the ball anyway.
Yeah. Peterson with the ball, gets it back to Swanson. Swanson back to Stutterheim. Stutterheim drives. They'll be off of Minneapolis.
Yeah,
It'll stay with Southeast.
Going out of bounds off Southeast. I wish it could have stayed that way.
Southeast will pull the trigger underneath their own bucket here. Gets it into Balthazar. Balthazar, and a steal by J. Mike. Nice job. And nice job by Macy as well as J. Mike. Macy got the loose ball, and then J. Mike gets fouled.
You can't do that. Jeez. Pete.
Wow. They started to let somebody in. Wisely, they.
After the ball had been put in play.
It'll be off of Southeast. It'll stay with Minneapolis.
Now he's turning around telling somebody in the stands, you better behave. Amazing.
Wow.
He's sensitive.
Gets it into Macy. Macy back over to Johnson, back over to Kelly. Kelly down low to Andrew Yoxel. On Swanson.
Double foul.
Wow.
They'll only call one.
Yeah. Fouls on Swanson. Only his second personal foul, but that'll send Andrew to the line to shoot 2.
13 foul. The Lions have 6.
Backs it in. At the line is Andrew Yoxel. Gets the first one to fall. Alex will check in for Josh Mason. On the floor for the Lions is Kelly, Johnson, Andrew and Alex Johnson, Yoxel, as well as J. Mike. Second one's up and good as he makes them both. 33-25, Southeast Saline with the lead. Ball goes back over to Trojans, back to Balthazar, back over to Kendall Peterson. Gets it back over to Koch, back over to Kendall, back over to Nathan. A little push off, no call. Balthazar for 3, it's short. And rebounded by J. Mike.
55 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Ball goes to Johnson. Down to Andrew Yoxel. Back over to J. Mike. Alex, he walks with it. No, called a foul. Whew. He dodged one right there. I thought he may have walked with it down there. I'll take it.
37 seconds remaining in the quarter. Alex trips, loses the ball out of bounds.
Ball will go back to the Southeast, so 32 seconds left. Chance to increase their lead to take it to a 10-point deficit. Peterson with the ball, guarded by Andrew Yoxel. Gets it back over to Balthazar, back to Peterson. Back over to Nathan, Kendall Peterson, back to Nathan.
There's a charge.
There you go. Thank you very much. Nice job, Andrew Yoxel, as Peterson lowers his shoulder and takes Andrew Yoxel out with 6.5 seconds left. Only his first personal foul.
15 foul.
J. Mike will bring it down with 5 seconds left.
They call charging?
Yes, they did. You got to be kidding me.
That's amazing.
That is ridiculous. And he called it from the backside.
2.3 seconds to go. 7th team foul. No free throws because it's offensive.
Three-quarter shot put up and off the glass, no good. But that ends the quarter. 33-25, Southeast of Saline increases their lead as they outscore us in the quarter. We're going to have a huge fourth quarter, guys. And right now, we did not have much there in the third quarter.
What did we have at half?
It was 18-7. Let's see. They had 18, and we had, I don't know, 17. 18 to 17 at half.
We had 17. So, hey, we scored 8 points. That's better than we've done for a while. All right. Bennington State Bank is proud to support the Minneapolis Lions for the 2011-2012 season. We're proud to be a part of our great community and strive for excellence in our school, curriculum, and athletics. Go Lions in the 11-12 season from Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank with offices in Salina, Bennington, Minneapolis, Wamego, Sylvan Grove, and Lucas. Member FDIC. We'll go back to fourth quarter action here.
Minneapolis will have the ball to start the fourth quarter, trailing by 8. On the floor is the starting lineup for the Lions. They are in the bonus. They've got 2 fouls to give. Alex Yoxel with the ball back to Macy. I tell you, they have played a tight defense all night on our guards on the outside. Had some good luck getting into the low post in the first half. They've managed to shut that one down as well. Ball goes back to Macy. Macy back to Andrew Yoxel. Back to Zach Allison, back to Macy. Macy with the ball. Gets it down low to Alex Yoxel. Shot up short, and it'll be rebounded by Southeast. Southeast will bring it down. Stutterheim back in the hands of, I don't even know who's in there now. Rosner. 3-second violation called on Southeast. So 3-second violation on Peterson, and it'll go back to the Lions. Macy will bring it down. Lions trail by 8. Andrew Yoxel with the ball. 7 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Josh Macy on the outside. They look down low. They get it down low to Alex Yoxel. And he will be fouled by Balthazar. And that'll be number 2 on Balthazar.
6th team foul. Call it on the floor, no free throws.
And it's on the floor, so 16 foul. First on Balthazar. Gets it into Yoxel. Yoxel. Shot up and still can't get the fall. Great job, Zach Allison fighting for it.
Whoa, boy.
Wow.
Woo. Woo.
Wow, we get a break right there.
We can't say that all the calls are gone against us.
No, we can't, because we got
No, they're going to discuss it.
As long as he doesn't reverse it.
I don't believe Zach touched that.
So. You don't think he touched it?
I don't think he did.
So.
He might have been close, but I don't think he did.
And Coach Potocnik takes the timeout for Southeast of Saline. They lead the Lions 33-25, 6:38 remaining in the fourth quarter.
We'll take a break and listen to some words from our sponsors by our great MC, Mr. Dale Leach.
At Lambert Insurance, that other guy, you know, Kent Lambert, can't make shopping for insurance easy. With insurance plans changing all the time and costs increasing constantly, getting coverage you need at affordable rates can be a challenge. Let Lambert Insurance in Minneapolis help.
That would be Sue Clanton, in case you're wondering.
That's right.
So I'm being a nice guy.
Good for you. CNR Plating would like to take this time to thank their many friends and customers for making their business what it is today. Kevin also wants to wish the Minneapolis Lions a great season. CNR Plating, happy to be a Minneapolis Lions backer. Minneapolis Junior Senior High School linebackers are proud to continue their long-term support of the broadcast of these Lions games. Join us as we support the student activities and the teachers of MJSHS. Go Lions! We're with you all the way.
Welcome back. Minneapolis will have the ball underneath their own bucket here. And they get it into Alex Yoxel. Back to Andrew, back to Macy. Back to J. Mike. Back to Alex, back to Macy. Back to Andrew for three. Yes. Zach Allison with a big rebound and the putback. Nice job, Zach Allison. Great night tonight for Zach. I think he's got 10. Nice job by the senior, Zach Allison. Thought Andrew may have drained a three. Nice rebound by Zach. Minneapolis, tight defense. Coke down low, shot up, no good. Oh, put back, no good. Rebounded. How in the world? Wow. That official has blown so many calls tonight. I'm not sure how, but he has. Calls a jump ball. It'll stay with the Trojans. Balthazar back to Peterson. Peterson backward to Stutterheim. Stutterheim backward to Balthazar. He'll drive. Gets it backward to Peterson. Backward to Swanson. He's been hot tonight. It's short right there, rebounded by Zach Allison, and the foul right there by Swanson. That'll be a 1-on-1 as we will go the other direction, as Zach Allison will go to the line. That's probably where Zach has struggled tonight.
I think he's got at least one free throw.
No, he doesn't.
Didn't he? Okay.
Third foul on Swanson. Balthazar will come out.
Zach Allison being the only scorer in the fourth quarter so far.
So far. Zach at the line for a 1-on-1. Shot is up and it's good. Nice job, Zach Allison. As he hits the front end of the 1-on-1, 33-28. 5:32 left to go here in the ball game. Zach Allison for his second shot. Up and off the mark, rebounded by Koch, back to Peterson. Looked good, rattles out.
Come the Trojans with the 5-point advantage.
Ball goes back to Peterson. Peterson on the outside. Gets it back. Oh, he keeps it himself. Looked at Stutterheim, backs away. Gets it back to Kendall Peterson. Goes down low to Koch. And
he gets it. Allison gets the foul.
Going to be 4 on Zach, too. Oh, just his third. Wow. I thought he had 4. Yeah, that's what I thought. So, darn it.
Kelly comes in for Zach.
And Johnson comes in for Yoxel. So for the N1, at the line for the Trojans is Koch. Shot is up and it's off the mark. But
top
the
of the
rebound,
backboard.
Yeah. Foul's going to be called on Andrew Yoxel. So at the line of Swanson, I think he's been about perfect tonight. And he makes that one.
Alex Yoxel in for John Kelly.
He made that?
Yeah, he did.
It's 36-28, 5:05 to go.
Had to within 5, and it's back to an 8-point ball game. Yoxel with the rebound. Comes back the other direction. Macy with the ball, backward to J. Mike. J. Mike back to Alex Yoxel. Alex back to down low to Andrew. Andrew. Oh.
Swanson then fouled him, but the travel calls came first.
Yep. Full court press picked up by the Lions. Turnover by the Lions as they call Andrew Yoxel with the travel. Peterson with the ball, 4:44 left to go in the ball game. Southeast 36, Minneapolis 28. Back to Stutterheim. Stutterheim back over to Kendall Peterson. Back over to Swanson. Swanson down low. Nice drop down pass. And the ball up and good by Koch. So we front them, and they get the backside, and they get the drop down pass, and they've got a 10-point ball game.
5-point swing for the Trojans here, unanswered by the Lions.
Had it to within 5, guys, and
foul by Swanson.
Swanson will pick up, I think, number 3 or 4. Fourth personal. Yeah. Andrew Yoxel will be at the line to shoot 2.
So far made all of his free throw shots.
Shot is up and rattles out. Rosner checks in. How many fouls Rosner got?
3.
All in the first half.
Yeah. 4:09 left to go in the ball game. Lions trail by 10. Second one is up and it's in and out. Andrew just not having a good night tonight.
This
struggling.
season he's kind of been struggling with free throw shots.
Peterson with the ball, guarded by Johnson. Back over to Kendall Peterson. Back over to Stutterheim. Stutterheim back over to Nathan Peterson. Shot up and off the glass and good.
They expand their lead to 12, I think the largest lead of the night.
It is, 40-28.
7 unanswered points here.
3:35.
That's 4 on Rosner. Thank you very much. J. Mike will go to the line. So
Swanson and Rosner in foul trouble here.
yeah. Makes the first one. And gets to within 11. Second one coming. Balthazar checks in for Kendall Peterson. Second shot coming by J. Mike up, and it's off the mark.
40-29, 3:30 to go in the game. J. Mike called for a hand check. 10th foul, double bonus coming up. For Stutterheim. Timeout Minneapolis.
Coach Shoup calls a 30-second timeout. We'll go ahead and hear a word from our sponsors. Mr. Dale Leach.
There are careers in high demand that offer high pay. Learn the skills you need to receive top pay in programs like machine tool technology, welding, or HVAC at Saline Area Technical College. Life's a trip. Get directions and log on to salinetech.edu today. Your Minneapolis Hometown Hardware is always there when you need an appliance, paint, tools. Well, truthfully, the list just goes on and on and on. So the next time you need something, almost anything, go to Hometown Hardware in Minneapolis. They've probably got it.
Welcome back to Southeast Saline High School. Stutterheim at the line for a double bonus. First shot is up and good. Not one you want to foul. Second shot coming. It's up and it's good as he gets the shooter's roll. 42-29, 13-point lead for Southeast. Johnson with the ball on the outside. Back to Andrew Yoxel, back to Alex, shot up and good. Nice job, Alex Yoxel with the bucket. Stutterheim guarded by Darrow. And a little hop step back to Peterson, guarded by Johnson. Back to Balthazar. Balthazar down low to Koch.
Andrew with the foul. Needed to happen because Koch was headed to the basket.
Yeah, and it's Andrew's not had the best shooting night tonight, but he's had 2 smart fouls and not letting them get a bucket. And Coke will be at the line to have to earn this one to shoot 2, and the first one's off the mark.
The double bonus is now in
shooting.
effect.
Yeah, they were in the double bonus last foul, so. Swanson checks back in for Rosner, both playing with 4 fouls. So, second one is up, and that's off the top of the backboard.
Well, that's happened before. Apparently it has to go over, I guess.
He misses it regardless. Alex Johnson back to Macy, back to Andrew Yoxel, back to J. Mike. Shot in the lane, up and no good. And that's where we're just lacking, is getting inside play, and that's a backside rebound, up and good by Swanson as they break the press easily, 44-31. We've just not been able to do much of anything here in the second half. Andrew Yoxel fouled by Koch. And Andrew Yoxel will go back the line to shoot 2 as we're in the double bonus. So they've got 3 players with 4 fouls, guys, but I think we're a little 2:05 left to go in this ball game. We're going to have to start making our shots, find some open threes, and get some good defense to get back into this.
Yep.
12-point deficit. Zach Allison getting ready to check back in. Second shot is up and good as he makes them both. Zach, nice job. He'll check in for Alex Yoxel. Full court press picked up by the Lions. Gets it into Swanson. Back to Peterson. Peterson breaks the press easily. And they try to force the turnover. Back to Stutterheim. Stutterheim breaks it. Then 52 left. So, and they run some clock right there. Foul will be on J. Mike.
And unfortunately, they fouled Stutterheim.
Yeah. They were smart. They kept it in Stutterheim's or Peterson's hands. And Stutterheim makes the first one. (45-33). Second shot up and good. Minneapolis on the verge of losing their 3rd in a row. Haven't said that in a long time. Johnson back to Darrow. Darrow shot in the lane, up and off the mark. And rebound will get in the hands of Peterson. He'll be fouled and go the other direction. So, minute 31 left to go in this ball game. Peterson will go to the line to shoot 2. Peterson's first shot is up and it's off the mark. Alex Yoxel checks in for Zach Allison. Second shot is up and it's good as he makes 1 of 2. 14-point deficit. Southeast of Saline is on a little bit of roll, beating Beloit the other night, and Alex Yoxel shot up and no good. No! You've got to be kidding me. Wow.
That referee's going to have to go back and learn the definition of offensive charge.
Wow. Zach Allison checks back in for Alex Yoxel. And also checking in Gage Mortimer for the first time for the Lions.
Foul on Alex Johnson way back here in the far court.
47-33. Southeast of Saline going to come away with a victory. They're going to tough one right here tonight for the Lions. Peterson at the line to shoot 2 because they're in the double bonus. Shot is up and no good. Darrow and Yoxel check back in. Zach Allison and Mortimer check out. Second one is up, and gets that one to fall. Macy brings it down. Back to Andrew Yoxel. Shot up, and it's shooter's roll, gets a 3 to fall. Minneapolis calls a quick timeout.
Did they just give a 2-pointer on that?
I believe it was 3.
It was a 3, but they didn't give it to us, did they?
We had 31, didn't we?
No. I don't know. Minute 3 left. 15-point deficit according to the Southeast Saline scorekeeper. Let's see if they change it here. So, they don't.
Nobody's challenging anything. Do you want the ultimate
Yeah, that's right.
adrenaline rush?
Is that right? Okay.
Jump from planes, repel from helicopters, shoot the most sophisticated weapons on Earth. Find out how by calling the U.S. Army at 785-827-3666.
Kenny Hendricks is questioning. I think you're wrong. Kenny's questioning that one because yeah, Kenny is questioning that one.
Thank you.
Southeast Saline gets it into Peterson. They still haven't put it up on the board yet, so.
Foul on the Lions.
Oh, they didn't even put any of them on the board. That's right. They didn't put any of the points up there.
Oh, okay.
That's what I thought. I didn't think we were down by 15. So,
48-36 is the score.
Yeah, I was going to say I thought that. Well, that's a
great job by the home team scorers.
Swanson with the easy free throw. I'll tell you, Swanson's had a pretty good night for Southeast tonight.
Yes, he has.
Second shot coming. Shot is up, and it's off the mark. Rebounded by Andrew Yoxel. Back to Macy. 48-36. Back to Johnson. Alex Yoxel. 3-point shot off the mark. Stutterheim with the ball.
Don't foul them, boys.
Yeah, they're just going to back away. So 41 seconds. So back over to Peterson. Peterson back over to Balthazar. Shot up and good by Koch. That was Koch.
50-36, 20 seconds to go.
Darrow with the 3 off the mark and rebounded by Southeast. 51-36, that'll be the ball game. Southeast Saline's going to come away with the victory. I tell you, Minneapolis, I'm not sure what's going on, guys. We've struggled the last 3 nights and have not been able to find a way to pull out a victory. As we come up short tonight, 51-36. As Southeast Saline gets 2 big victories on the road. As they were on the road against Beloit, and then they're at home tonight and beat Minneapolis. I tell you guys, Minneapolis has got 2 tough games next week, and against.
It gets no easier.
It gets no easier. So.
They got to find some answers.
Yeah, they do. So.
Yeah, they were right. I didn't count that 3.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was going to say.
I made a mistake. Very rarely that happens.
If you want a bonus, you're going to have to get better. Okay?
So, Minneapolis comes up short tonight, 51-36. We'll take a real quick break and let Ethan get us some stats, and we'll be back. You're listening to SalinePost.com, as well as Eagle Communication Channel 2.
For Southeast Saline, we'll start with, for second half, number 10, Shutterheim, got 10 points. And in the first half, he got 5 points for a total of 15 points in the game. Number 12, Balthazar, got 2 points in the second half, 3 points in the first, so 5 points. 20, Swanson got 4 points in the first half, 9 points in the second, for a total of 13. Nathan Peterson, number 21, got 4 in the first half, 4 in the second half, for a total of 8. Colt got 7 in the second half, for a total of 7 in the game. Kendall Peterson number 35, got 2 in the first half and didn't get any in the second half. And Rosener got 1 in the second half for a total of 1.
Yeah. they had some of their. They had good scoring tonight from a couple of their Stutterheim as well as Swanson. Swanson probably hurt us the most. So.
And then for our Minneapolis Lions, Andrew Yoxel got 9 points in the second half for a total of 9 points, not scoring any in the first half. John Darrow, number 5, got 5 points total, 2 in the first half, 3 in the second half. Josh Macy with 9. Number 30, Alex Yoxel got 9 points in the first, 2 in the second for a total of 11 points. Zach Allison, number 32, got 6 in the first half, 5 in the second half for a total of 11. So that's our total for our game.
Yeah, I'll tell you that struggled there on the side of the Minneapolis with the scoring-wise. Only 4 players scored. Hats off to Alex Yoxel and Zach Allison, both with 11 and 11. But still, it's Minneapolis just could not get anything going tonight for the Lions, and that's just struggled from hitting anything tonight.
For our second half, our big winner was Andrew Yoxel.
Yeah, and
scored 9.
Thank goodness for Andrew hitting 9 in the second half. But Zach Allison had a great night tonight, but with 11, and so did Alex Yoxel. But we needed some other scoring. We just couldn't get it tonight. Yeah, as the Lions come up short tonight by a score of, I don't even remember now.
51 to 36.
51 to 36. So tough one right there on the road here at southeast of Saline. So,
well, I got ahead.
You got ahead, so
gonna catch the bus.
Ethan, I appreciate you coming up here and doing stats for me and talking with me, buddy. I greatly appreciate that.
Thank you for letting me come up here.
Hey, anytime. We appreciate you, Ethan. We appreciate all you do, and I know the coaches appreciate your filming, and we appreciate you being up here.
Yep. Thank you very much.
Minneapolis comes up short tonight, 51 to 36. We're going to see. We may have Coach Yoxel coming, Coach Shoup coming up here. It looks like he's heading our direction, so we'll see if he comes up here or not. Comes here to talk. It looks like he is heading our direction, so I'll go ahead and hand that to him. So. So, Coach Shoup, thanks for coming up and talking. Appreciate it, buddy. I'll tell you I'm going to start out on some positives first. Alex Yoxel and Zach Allison, a great job tonight in the low block. Both of those guys,
they really did. Yeah,
really fought hard.
Yep.
And that's probably our bright spot. Is our low block play, and mainly in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
They made some adjustments in the second half, and which kind of forced us to go away from that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But still, Alex with 9 points in the first half and 2 in the second, and Zach with 6 and 5 in the first and the second. Hats off to those two guys for working hard in that low block.
Mm-hmm.
We struggled to find any offense tonight.
We did. It's one of those things. We did get we got some good shots and stuff inside, but some of that too, we didn't move the ball enough. I think we had 4 guys score tonight, and that's a good sign that the ball's not moving maybe as much as it needs to. And we're struggling. We're just struggling a little bit here, but like I told the kids, the difference tonight as opposed to the last 2 games is we played a lot harder, I thought, throughout the course of the game. I wouldn't even say we played poorly.
No, we're
just struggling, and like we got to keep chopping wood and stick with it. And I said, eventually things will turn your way if you keep doing things the right way. And
that happens to basketball teams sometimes.
It does. That's what I told them. I said, I've coached teams that have struggled a little bit down the stretch, and next thing you know, they're playing in a state tournament still. So it's, nothing changes. You just have to be playing your best basketball when sub-state gets here, and it's not here yet. So, we just need to keep grinding away at it and get better.
And this is probably one of the toughest stretches right here.
Oh, yeah.
With Southeast, then Republic County, then Beloit. You got a tough stretch right in here.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm going to go back to once again to the Zach came out, and we've seen this in spurts with Zach, but he played a lot better from the standpoint of just taking some authority and getting that ball and really taking it to him. The other thing that Zach did better tonight until the second half was keep out of foul trouble.
Yeah, he did a good job. Zach really, you know, he made some of the shots he's been missing, and he was real active down low. You know, again, like I said, we gotta stick with it. You know, that's a big plus for us. Zach giving us those points. If we can keep that going and then get, you know, some of our other guys on track, things will turn our way. But right now, you know, you're not going to be your best at the end if you're not kind of a battle-tested and hardened team. And I don't think of any better stretch to find out how tough we're going to be than this one right here. We don't have to win every game, but we've got to really play hard and play better in the next couple, and that'll really, you know, I think these next two games, how we respond is going to have a big impact on how this thing turns out by the time we get to sub-state.
You know, Southeast did a few things a little bit different. I don't remember them playing Peterson on Darrow in the first game. They really shadowed Darrow really tight. This game, you know, Southeast. I don't remember Swanson burning us that bad. I have to look back in the book, but Swanson.
He shot the heck out of it tonight, and a lot of those shots were from 15, 16 feet.
Beautiful.
We had a hand right in his face. I really, you know, look, that's going to happen sometimes, and especially when you're playing a team. Southeast went for 29 against Beloit. They're a team that right now is shooting the ball.
They're doing very well.
They have some confidence.
Yeah, they have a lot of confidence on the offensive end, and, you know, when you do that, shots fall.
Well, Coach, sorry.
Well, it's good to see you not panicking yet.
Oh, no, we're not. We're not going to do that. These kids are working hard in practice, and they're here. They're in. You know, they're in. They're together, and they're going to keep getting after it.
They're good kids. They're coachable kids, and I'm sure they'll find a way to keep fighting and hopefully get things turning positive for them.
Yep. Well, Coach, we appreciate you coming up and chatting with us. I know you've got a battle ahead of you on Tuesday night. Republic County comes in their house. But hey, we've been on their hit list for a number of years, and it's time we hit them. So it'll be good. So, Coach, thank you very much for coming up and talking with us.
Appreciate it. To you.
So,
with that, we're going to sign off for the night. Again, thanks for listening to Minneapolis Lions Sports, your source for Lions Sports on Eagle Communications Channel 20 and SalinaPost.com, both live audio, video replay on Eagle Communications Channel 20. Dale Leach and Scott Osherman going to sign off. Mike Perry's in Minnesota, chipping out the ice. We're almost as bad here. Good night. Join us next week at home for Republic County at Minneapolis. Thanks for having us in your home as always, folks.